Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation. Today we'll be discussing something that most of us experience every single day, scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, Reels, or YouTube Shorts without even realizing how much time has passed. Our research is titled Predictive Modeling of Deep Work Disruption in Gen Z Due to Short Form Content. This study was conducted by Group 2, Leon, Hansen, and Ranjiro. So let's get started. So, why this topic matter? Uh, First thing first, short form videos are addictive by design. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram are built to keep you scrolling. Over time, this excessive consumption reduce your focus, attention span, and self-control, especially for Generation Z, whose brains are still developing. Beyond that, the dopamine rush from scrolling makes it genuinely harder for your brain to shift into deep work mode, the focus, effortful thinking needs for studying and problem solving. It also quietly raises your stress and anxiety levels. But here's the core issue. Most existing research on this topic only relies on surveys and self-important answers. People say that what they think they do, not what they actually do. That's exactly the gap our study addresses. We built a data-driven framework using machine learning to analyze real user behavior, giving us stronger and more reliable evidence. Next, looking at what existing research tell us, most studies on deep work disruption depend heavily on surveys. While useful, they often fail to capture the true effect because people tend to underestimate or misremember their own behavior. To fill this gap, our study combines automated data processing and machine learning to analyze real user behaviors like daily screen time, preferred platforms, and content formats. The result is a strong evidence based foundation that gives us a much clearer picture of exactly how short form video consumption disrupts our ability to think clearly and do meaningful, focused work. Next. Now let's talk through how we build our data pipeline. Following the ETL process, extract, transform, load, and pre-process. For the first one is extract. We loaded 5,000 raw user records from Kaggle datasets into MySQL staging area, serving as our OLTP system. The second one is transform. The data was cleaned using Pentaho data integration. More importantly, we intentionally removed the engagement score to prevent prediction bias, forcing the model to learn from genuine user behavior. The third one is load. The clean data was structured into star schema, data warehouse, optimized for analytical processing or OLAP. The last one is pre-process. Categorical variables were converted using one-hot encoding in Python, and demographic groups were retained to allow meaningful generational comparisons. Now let's look at who is our in datasets. Out of 5,000 records, Generation X is the larger group at 39%, Millennials follows at 33.2%, and the last one is Gen Z, is the smallest at 27.8%. This distribution is intentional because Gen Z is the smallest group. Our model won't be skewed by sheer volume. This prevents what we call volume bias. Meanwhile, Gen Z and millennials serve as a robust control group, allowing us to make a fair comparisons to determine whether short-form content disrupts focus across all generations, or whether Gen Z is truly more vulnerable.
Okay, to summarize our overall findings, the ETL pipeline successfully processed all 5,000 records while retaining our generation control groups. During processing, we intentionally removed the engagement score to prevent a biased 100% accuracy and force the model to learn from the actual user behavior. Our behavior insights yield unexpectedly results. Total screen time is only the fourth leading cause of focus disruption. The strongest predictors of mental fatigue are actually the content architecture themselves, specifically stories and reels. Finally, Generation Z ranked fifth overall for cognitive vulnerability. Despite being the smallest group in our dataset, this proves they possess a unique susceptibility to fast-paced formats compared to older generations. Okay, moving to our model evaluation, we train random forest and XGBoost classifiers on our 5000 row dataset. XGBoost achieved a stable accuracy of 54.40%, demonstrating for greater consistency than testing on limited datasets. More importantly, XGBoost exhibited the highest precision at 0.42. We prioritize this metric because it indicates a high frequency of correctly assigning the high disruption label, minimizing false positive. A combination of metric proof that our consumption layer successfully extracted meaningful patterns from a highly complex human behavioral data, while strictly avoiding overfitting. These slides break down our dataset's demographic distribution. We process 5,000 data points, which are demographically dominated by Gen X and millennials across all major platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X. As you can see, Gen Z actually represents the smallest population group in our dataset. This structure is intentionally and crucial because it ensures our prediction avoid volume bias. By having large population of Gen X and millennials, we establish a robust control group. This enables an empirical comparison to prove whether the cognitive impact of short-form content is truly unique to Gen Z, rather than a universal occurrence across all generations.
When we evaluate the XGBoost classification, the model demonstrates robustness in identifying users with stable concentration levels, as evidenced by the high count of 411 true negatives. Conversely, the 133 true positives indicate the model's continual ability to detect critical signs of mental fatigue within a large population. The 274 false negatives represents not merely a limitation, but an indication that cognitive disruptions are influenced by external factors beyond digital metrics. Acknowledging this upholds academic integrity and defines the boundaries of the research findings claims. Next, let's look at the feature importance chart. This is where the data challenge common assumptions. Instagram stories and reels emerge as the primary drivers of daily usage duration. The Gen Z age category ranks within the top 5, demonstrating this generation's unique susceptibility to rapid visual stimulation. These findings indicate that disruptions to deep work are driven more by content type and platform environment than by the mere duration of screen time. Next. Now, I will conclude with 3 key takeaways. First, core findings. The combination of automated ETL pipelines and machine learning successfully prove that deep work disruption is caused by media manipulation and algorithmic design, not a lack of self-discipline. Content formats like stories and reels drain mental energy significantly faster than regular feeds, outweighing raw hours spent on a phone. Second, generational impact. Despite being the minority demographic in the dataset, Generation Z experienced the greatest turmoil and focus loss. And last, for future development, future expansions could migrate the data pipeline to the cloud for real-time analysis. Integrating tools like Apache Airflow or streaming APIs would allow for real-time behavioral tracking to detect cognitive decline and prevent distractions faster. Next. Yeah, that concludes our presentation. Thank you for watching.